talking about Rachel Gunn, aka RAYGUNN.
No! God! No! God, please, no! No!
I'm not even sure what to call the move she attempted, but the internet has been ruthless, comparing her to toddlers throwing tantrums, dogs with sumis, and everything in between. If you haven't seen her Olympic routine yet, it's involved a lot of awkward twisting, random hops, and what looked like a failed attempt at playing Twister. The whole thing was so bizarre that even the crowd's reaction captured in the breakout had become part of the meme.
Huh? Huh?
Her performance was so terrible that she didn't even score a single point. But Rachel Gunn herself did put out a statement saying that that is not true.
Bit of a fun fact for you. There are actually no points in breaking. If you want to see how the judges thought I compared to my opponents, you can actually see the comparison percentages across the 5 criteria on Olympics.com. All the results are there.
Let's unpack that right away before we move forward into this fiasco. There is no straight point system. That is true. The winner is determined by percentage. There were 9 judges in total. Their combined scores were added up for a total result, red or blue. Here's the score across all 3 of RAYGUNN's dance battles. This is one of her dance battle. As you can see, no red. She's red. Not a single red. And here's another one versus France. She's red and is all blue. Here's another one versus the USA. She's blue this time, is all red. To me, that's she didn't score a single point. She failed to score a single overall point from any of the 9 judges in every round. But if she wants to be technical, we can dig deeper into the scorecards to the points that make up the points. For example, this is one against the USA. She didn't win any overall points, but when we dug into the details of these overall points, she did score some points. Even in her best rounds, RAYGUNN only pulled 2 points. When she did win, she only won by 1%, and that was barely 1%. And they voted for originality, which I agree with that. She was really original.
Great success.
To me, the result is still the same. As for the overall points from all the rounds and battles, with 9 judges, RAYGUNN did not get a single point. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. While other competitors were doing insane flips, spins, and gravity-defying moves, RAYGUNN was hopping around like a confused kangaroo. I'm not kidding, the kangaroo. The internet dug into RAYGUNN's background, and guess what? She has a PhD in cultural studies, specializing in the gender politics of movement, with a focus on breakdancing.
I actually have a PhD in breaking culture. Breaking is so much more than what you see in the movies or maybe what you see at your school disco. It's this rich social and cultural art form that has had elite global competitions.
Yes, you heard that right. The woman has a doctorate in this stuff. What even is that? Now you might be wondering how someone so unqualified got to the Olympics in the first place. The path RAYGUNN took to the Olympics is as controversial as her performance. According to some reports, she won a qualifying event in Sydney, where only 15 women competed from across Oceania. But there's more to the story. It's rumored that her husband, Samuel Free, who introduced her to breakdancing and has coached her, was involved in the organization of the Australia qualifiers. Wanna come tell them the story? And these are his breakdancing moves.
You've heard of RAYGUNN, now meet her husband and coach.
That doesn't look look like breakdancing that we know and love in the US at least. Anyway, some even suggested that her husband was on the panel that selected her, though this has been debunked by Australian fact-checking organizations and Us Breaking. The organization insists that none of the 9 judges on the Oceania qualifying panel were Australian, and that RAYGUNN won the competition fair and square. Did she though? Take a look at her competition. That dance was so much better than her Olympic dance. One commenter said 100 times better. Flow, technicality, everything. I agree. Another commenter said, but RAYGUNN got those JoJo Siva moves. Gunn herself has faced an onslaught of criticism with accusations that she manipulated her way into the Olympics at the expense of other potentially more talented breakers. There was a petition that garnered more than 45,000 signatures claiming Gunn had manipulated Olympic qualification processes. The petition appeared to have been removed. It was described as bullying and defamatory by the AOC. One of the judges from the Oceania qualifiers mentioned in a live stream that all the judges knew RAYGUNN was going to get smashed at the Olympics.
What?
It wasn't exactly a vote of confidence. He even said she knew it was going to be rough, so it's actually courageous of her. And Gunn herself admitted that she wasn't going to beat her powerful competitors, so she decided to move differently, be artistic and creative. But if that is the case, it's not courageous to step onto the Olympic stage already deciding you can't win and then basically joking around with an artsy routine. Real courage is about training your hardest, developing a solid routine, and perfecting it, and going out there to actually compete, especially at the Olympics, where the stakes are sky high. This isn't some casual dance off. It's the Olympics, for God's. You need to respect the level of competition that this global stage demands. You are representing your country. That's an honor and a privilege, something that requires the utmost seriousness because, let's be honest, despite what your chief division claims,
She is the best breakdancer female that we have for Australia.
you clearly are not the best female breakdancer Australia has to offer. The real issue here is that they didn't search hard enough, or suspiciously, the other female breakdancer at the qualifying competition who seemed more competent somehow didn't get chosen. You did, and that naturally raises a lot of questions. One commenter said, the best I got? Sorry, Australia. And this commenter sums it up pretty good. No one is questioning her courage or enthusiasm. I admire her courage. I could never go on live TV and do that. But at some point in her career, she should have read the room. Breakdancing will not be coming back to the Olympics in 2028. And a lot of people are pointing their fingers at RAYGUNN. People are mad because they either think that she is unfairly incompetent, that there must have been some type of corruption that put RAYGUNN in the Olympics, or that she didn't take this seriously. And whichever way, it doesn't look good. They're saying that because of this whole thing, she is overshadowing other Olympic athletes that took their job seriously. Also, she made a mockery of breakdancing. One commenter said, I just knew she had something to do with her getting a spot. No way a panel of judges would look at her break and think, yep, we found the best breakdancer in all Australia. Send her to France. Another commenter said, rigged or not, she knew she shouldn't be there. A younger, more qualified person should have, and she's still Lulu her way through it. So that's the tea on the Olympic breakdancing fiasco. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never missed an update. See you next time.